So Alice has come with her receipts. Recently, for those who don't know, Alice, who's the ex of ImAllexx, a big commentary YouTuber, has come forward and said that ImAllexx abused her. Now, until this point in time, we hadn't had her statement, her full statement, so a lot of people were just left to speculate whether this had actually happened or not. Now, Alice has come out with quite a bit of information here. She's released a document with loads of videos on there, recordings, all sorts. So I'm just going to briefly go through a few and explain what's going on. So this is her initial statement. Trigger warning. Mentions of SA, suicide, depression and assault. This is a sensitive subject for me, as I have struggled to figure out how to put it into words. I have been threatened by Alex to not come out with anything at all and to keep quiet, or he will create a contradicting story to discredit my own, but I'm not scared anymore. No matter what is said in response to the statement, I know I've said my piece and can move on with my life. I made this document as a compilation of my experiences while being with Alex, and I've put screenshots of these accounts under the corresponding paragraphs. This will be a long one, as I want to start from the beginning so you can understand the full story and heavy burden this has been on me. We had known of each other for years before we interacted, and were seeing each other for a few months before anything was official. We started officially dating on March 17th, 2023, giving each other 100% of our attention, time and effort with no arguments. After that, time passed and small things became huge issues, which were all over Discord at first. Alex felt that because I am home all day and work from home, that I would be able to call 24/7 and completely shut out any social interactions I have with my friends. To avoid that, I invited him into my groups and stopped working as much. These small arguments worsened to the point where he would turn on his camera and start shouting at me on call. He's gone as far to tell me to harm myself at this point, after I told him about my history prior. This would be accompanied with multiple horrible messages calling me a whore, a bitch and slimy. He would also tell me that I had caused the argument as an excuse for me to leave him, saying, I don't know how I ended up with someone like you. Now obviously this is pretty lengthy, but this isn't all she said. This is just her initial statement. She has come with as many receipts as she could possibly find, and to be honest, it is making Alex look like a very, very bad person. So reading more into Alice's actual statement, I didn't realize how far it went down, because the first time I looked at it, it just wouldn't bloody load for some reason. After reading more and more of this, it's come to my attention that yeah, it's pretty bad. You have him like destroying her PC, her like stuff like that, her screen's all smashed up. I mean, obviously that could have been done elsewhere, might not have been him, but I mean, it's pretty damning to say the least. All the text messages between the two of them is pretty bad. The letters he sent her, the things he had said to her, like she goes on in full detail about it all, and it's really, really disturbing. Clearly this man needs help, and Alice really, really needed to get out of that situation. If you want to read more into it yourself, feel free. I will link this in my description here. So if you need to read any more than what I've said or shown, then feel free to go there and have a look while it's still available. Now, it's clear by a lot of these videos that she's released from Discord calls that ImAllexx was being mentally abusive to her. But at the same time, a lot of these things seem to be with no context to them. So it's hard to tell what the actual argument was about to begin with. That being said, that doesn't excuse his behavior in these moments. He's clearly very, very stressed in a lot of these videos, whether that's due to an argument they previously had, or him losing £75,000, which he mentions in the videos. But at the same time, you should never take your personal stress out on your other half. That is just disaster in the making.
And this is the thing, and this is why I fucking go round and round in circles. I join call, and when I'm getting, you're talking to me, going, this is the thing, even though now, when it's too fucking late, you admit that you did everything fucking wrong. But when it actually matters, when you should lay down like a good fucking dog, you don't fucking do it. You fight for some reason. I don't know why you fight, because you're losing, because you end up admitting that you fucked it all up anyway.
So I'm a fucking whore mouth bitch retard cunt.
Is it generally because you're just fucking brain dead?
Yeah, I'm very brain dead, yeah.
Is that why you decided to go on the fucking offensive instead of the
Didn't go on the
maybe?
offensive.
Okay. I don't know what to call what you did. It was weird. It's always weird. You always take the fucking weird route. Just do the normal route, which is just do the normal route, but a normal girlfriend
You're
would do. And
acting
go,
like
I
this
didn't
is
I didn't
all
mean
just
it.
me, and that's something you really need to fucking fix.
I'm gonna fucking bash your fucking head against the wall with a brick if you don't shut the fuck up. Because this one, genuinely, this one, you fucked this.
This was clearly a very, very toxic relationship and obviously wasn't working out. Now, she claims SA as well in her original statement, but in the videos and stuff like that, there isn't any mention to that. So I'm not going to speak on that as I don't know anything about that situation. The only thing we kind of see here is the mental abuse, which is pretty fucking straightforward here. It's very prominent in these videos. Now, be it intentional or not, it's still a very wrong move to do from ImAllexx. Like I said, these videos don't make him look great. And I think he knows that because he came at her with like a 20-minute long voicemail. Now I'm going to save you the trouble of listening to this whole thing because it is very long-winded. In essence, he basically apologizes for everything he had done, explains that he knows that he was in the wrong and that he was being obsessive and that he blamed her for a lot of these issues which he shouldn't have done. He also explains that she had given him multiple chances and it was his fault and he is in a bad mental state right now.
Wasn't acceptable behavior, like in any way, shape or form. It was insane. Like I guess I've just been stuck in that cycle for so long that I felt like I could do no wrong. I felt like I was the fucking, oh, look at me, I do all this fucking work and I do everything and I try and do this and, just nobody's appreciative and, I know you appreciated it and I know that you appreciated the effort that I used to put in. And then I just stopped because I had you and you're my girlfriend and we lived together, and the more further we got through our relationship, the less effort I put in at the end of the relationship. So I know why you left, because at that point there was like no love. At least I wasn't showing it anyway. A kiss when you're playing League probably was more annoying than anything, because I was probably doing it to avoid our problems. I got too reliant on you putting me in my place and then you forgiving me. Like, it just became a cycle. I allowed you to be the fixer-upper of our relationship, and it wasn't right, And then I made everything worse. There's so much more that I could go into detail about and talk about. I don't know. Really, like, there's a lot. It's sometimes like hard to keep on track, and but I feel like, right, like, that's something that I wanted to say on top of everything.
A lot of this seems quite genuine, but a lot of it also doesn't seem very genuine on ImAllexx's behalf. This seems more like damage control than anything else, and I hate to say that, but that's just how I'm seeing it. Because he knew that she would come out with all this stuff, Like, it's quite obvious that she's going to come out with a story on this. Why wouldn't you? It's her experience at the end of the day, and she knows how she felt. Now, that being said, like I said previously, we don't know every single detail yet. All we know is Alice's side of the story and what she's shown here, which is very damning towards ImAllexx. I will give her that. In some of these video clips as well, it does seem like Alice is trying to provoke Alex in certain ways, but the response that she gets just isn't right. Like, being provoked or not, being angry or not, and being stressed or not doesn't give you the right to act that way. And I think he kind of knows this. He's probably looked back at this and thought, wow, I was such a fucking idiot. But clearly there's something wrong with Alex and he needs to go get some help. Alice, on the other hand, I hope that she gets the help she needs to heal from this situation. And yeah, I'll give you guys another update once Alex's side comes out. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this week's video. If you did, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again in a few days. See you later.